I'll just do one more today. I shall begin chapter 40, which is entitled, in both the drop-down box and the actual text, Break Time. That's something that I took a lengthy sabbatical from making this series. I, too, am no stranger to the notion of a break time. But that is not, I think, what I need right now, because frankly, I want to get as far as I can within the story before I inevitably give up. My aim, as mentioned before, 250 by the end of the month, which will be the fucking 1 year anniversary of starting this fucking series. Let's see, this I believe is part 222, so yeah, let's onwards and upwards and whatnot. Author's note, we reached the chapter number 40, yes. That's right, AuraChannelerChris, you reached it, and I reached it with you, and Larry with me. What a wonderful triumvirate this is. Phew, this story is turning out great after all. Can I stop there? I mean, that's all I really need to see. I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't believe in putting oneself down necessarily, but, you know. AuraChannelerChris could perhaps learn a thing or two about humility. Phew, this story is turning out great after all. Anyway, enjoy. In fairness, I get the sense that this is probably a story that he really enjoyed writing, and he probably enjoyed really reading it back. So, I mean, you know, he probably didn't read the whole thing back, because it's fairly long, and I'm subscribed to his YouTube channel. I thought I kind of ought to, really. I don't watch his videos, but I felt it was only fair enough, really, that if I were to mock him relentlessly, I thought it only fair that I gave him a little bit of support in return. I shan't be donating to his Patreon if he has it anytime soon, but there you go, I suppose. I'm subscribed to him on YouTube, and he uploads fairly regularly, so I assume he doesn't spend his spare time reading back his own stories. But nonetheless, I suspect he had a lot of fun writing this, so really, who am I to begrudge him for just having a good time writing about him and his best friend, who is a Pokemon. Let's go on. Phew, the story is turning out great after all. Anyway, enjoy. Update. You know the part where I say where they are. What? You know the part where I say where. You know the part where I say where are they currently, right? What the fuck? Well, let's say they're in the Smash Mansion, but the next location only shows Main Hall, but not the Smash Mansion part above. It's that doesn't happen that shows they're still in the Smash Mansion. Good. Okay? Yeah, that is good, actually. I'm glad you've chosen to do that, AuraChannelerChris. That was starting to grind my gears a little bit. Well, let's say they're in the Smash Mansion, but the next location only shows Main Hall, but not the Smash Mansion part above. If that doesn't happen, that doesn't happen, that shows they're still in the Smash Mansion. Read, enjoy, and review. That's what you should have done to begin with. I'm proud of you, AuraChannelerChris. Chapter 40, Break Time. Subspace. Deep inside the Great Maze. Mission failed, Wolf reported. You fool! Do not be an idiot around me! I know what you did back there! Tabuu said. My action of saving Fox from someone who was going to kill him and wasn't me. I thought you remember our little deal, Wolf said, crossing his arms. Lord Tabuu, if I remember correctly, that was part of your deal with him, the ancient minister said. Fine, I admit it. That was our deal. Heh, good, Wolf said, grinning. But the part I cannot believe is that our effort to take the whole planet ended miserably by him. Tabuu made a screen appear showing Chris, who was smiling happily. How'd he get a picture of him? You just steal a fucking JPEG of him from online? Also, he spelled miserably with 2 S's. Miserably. He is going to be a lot of trouble, your plans, the ancient minister said. I refuse to believe a normal human can defeat a whole army of pyramids. The ancient minister made another screen with the current smashers along with Chris. His strength comes from them. If he fights, they will too. I was under the impression that his strength came from the giant fucking dragon he can come? Sorry. No. He can summon by waving a stick around. That was going to be a funny punchline as well, you know? It was going to be a good one-liner, and I fucked it up. Great. Good job. I'm proud of you. And so's Larry. Anyway. His strength comes from them. If he fights, they will too. Duh! Wolf rolled his eye. What's up with the fucking italics in this section, right? Because for some reason, everything everyone says inside this space inside the space is being italicized, right? But then he's also italicized Wolf rolled his eye, which isn't part of speech. That's just the narrator's omniscient commentary. I don't know. Maybe it was just a typo. But even with the power of the Chaos Emeralds and 2 hedgehogs, he wiped them out with one single attack. It's pathetic, losing my best men to him. Wolf grunted. Your first big error is making a egocentrical hedgehog your best man, and the second was wasting your time creating a bigger subspace bomb, he stated. We need to make a distraction the next time. The ancient minister got in a thinking position. No! What we need is more allies that can join us without using shadow bugs. That is our current plan, Tabuu said. I want to see that, Wolf said. Smash Mansion, Command Room, Flashback, Space Colony Arc, Capsule Room. Yeah, it's not it's just sort of continuing the story, because we haven't seen what happens in between, them returning to the Smash Mansion. Is that in between them attacking Sonic and returning to the Smash Mansion? So you don't need to see flashback. It's like, as a flashback, they flash forward, and then they flash back, and then they continue. It's like Pulp Fiction. It's a non-chronological storyline, or a AuraChannelerChris really is playing 4D chess with my fucking brain. Smash Mansion, Command Room, Flashback, Space Colony, Arcs, Capsule Room. Okay. Well, everyone, we need to go now, Chris said. You're going away to defeat the Primates, right? Tails asked, and Chris nodded. The entire group was shown separated by the Smashers and Sonic's group. Speaking of Sonic, he had several, or many... Okay. Not that there's any discernible difference between the phrase... Well, I suppose many implies more than several, but it really means the same thing. You don't need to differentiate between the two. He had several, or many, lumps in his head, but was standing up with crossed arms. It was really fun to be here, but it's time to go to another world, Ness said, doing a handshake to Knuckles. You know, I could repair your weapons in less than 2 hours, Tails said, but Fox shook his head. Thanks, but we can ask Slippy to make... Sorry, what? What the fuck was that? Full on, like, that wasn't even close to being Scottish. That was disgraceful. Ewan McGregor would frown if he could see me now. Thanks, but we can ask Slippy to make more of them. Don't worry about that. Okay, that was sort of almost there. Fox said, and both foxes did a handshake. Chris, remember what I told you before? Chris said. Yeah, I won't forget our promise, Christopher said, and both did a handshake. I hope we can see each other very soon, Amy said.
Don't worry, I think we will.
Jigglypuff said, hey, get it? Because they're girls and they like pink, so they get along like a house on fire. Well, okay, guys, we need to go now, Chris said, and his group nodded. They walked away for 9 seconds, but Sonic stopped them. It's something wrong, Sonic? Sonic shook his head.
Well, I was thinking and saying thanks to all of you for returning me to my old self, but...
Do you get it? That's him. That's him. He's not well because he's been beaten half to death by these vicious vagabonds. See, I can play at alliteration too, or a AuraChannelerChris. Yes, and so he's speaking through broken teeth, essentially.
You know, that would actually be good. You know, that would actually be good.
Pikachu said. Oh wait, did I do the right voice for Jigglypuff?
Don't worry, I think we will.
I hope we did. I hope I did. I think we will. Inspirational, by the way. You know, that would actually be good, Pikachu said.
But I thought it could be more thankful if I join you,
he said, smiling a little. Whoa! Whoa! He's thanking people who hurt him. Gosh, what a cuck. What a beta male. Jeez. He's, you know, they kick him to the ground and he thanks them for it. What a little bitch. What a pussy. Fucking beta cuck. I don't know. What are they like saying? I don't know. It's new male.